All right, on the field we're gonna have Blackout and Warped Army, the regular one, not the OGs. Warp's gonna lose a player off the right. On the Dorito side, Blackout still looks to have 5 alive.
Neither side really trying to fight with that snake.
Yeah, it's been a tough go sometimes. Some guys are getting shot real quick going in there, and some guys, are making it out to the corner, which is just hit and miss.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's so many lanes, you just have to pick the right one.
Yeah, for sure.
Be able to adjust on the fly, which is a difficult thing to do on some of these shots.
Yeah. Chris, what's your opinion on this? I have to ask. So,
sure.
The guy in the snake tower, do you think he should be shooting snake way or shooting Dorito cross?
I think if you've got somebody in there who's really tall that can shoot down into the snake,
yeah,
look snake way. But otherwise, I think you shoot Dorito on that.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because the way that snake is arranged, it's a game of whack-a-mole if you can't find that guy.
Yeah, for sure. Now, if you're traditionally scouting a team that sends a player short, like a snake insert, you'd want to stop them, at the snake insert, and keep him posted on that, don't you think?
Yeah, but a lot of other places actually do that same job.
Yeah.
So maybe put them there primarily, but I think if that person loses contain, then they've got to go either up or switch to the D side and go away from the snake.
Yeah, for sure.
Really, the only way to slow down this snake is just to match it.
Yep. Blackout's going to go ahead and get in the snake now.
And to quote Tim Peters, you don't have to be the first person in there. You just need to be the last person in there.
Exactly.
Oh, see, we got a match in the snake.
Yep. And here, he's crawling.
Warp is going to the 3.
Yep.
Good.
Old Dancing Dan there.
A lot of people see that 2-3 gap and are intimidated by it. And really, there's not a lot that shoots it very well.
Yeah. About the only gap that can shoot it is across the field. When I say across the field, I mean clear across the field.
Yeah, and even then, it's not the greatest lane.
Oh, Dan needs to just keep crawling to their side, and he's going to come up and get him a free chicken dinner. No, don't you stop there, Dan.
No, go over to the
oh, my gosh. Oh, if he just looked across field, yep, there he goes. That guy's back. Yep. Oh, gosh, he's getting a couple.
Yeah. I don't understand why Blackout snake player just didn't release and go get him.
No, I mean, it could happen here real soon.
Yeah, but now he can't. Oh, somebody else got him.
Yep.
Yay, drop shots.
Omaha Bulls, or sorry, not Bulls. Sorry, he's wearing a Bulls jersey, Omaha Bulls jersey, but yep. All right, back to the NWA and low key game.
NWA snake player had this. I think he got pulled on a penalty last point, or else NWA probably would have won that one.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming it was a penalty because he shot the center guy, kept crawling, pulled his trigger, and then Bobby pulled him out. And so this is another flag was not thrown. I'm assuming it was on a penalty.
Yeah. All right, low key on our left, NWA on the right. Both teams stop short, but the Aussie gets shot for low key getting into that snake insert. Another, yep, another low-key player coming off that Dorito side. Looks like Caleb Vogel. Not a good position to be in as far as...
Sorry, I said it wrong. It was an NWA snake player the last time that would have wanted.
Oh, okay. Gotcha,
That
okay.
makes more sense to my... Yeah, sorry. Right now, they're the wide... NWA's the widest on the snake side.
I mean, they're holding him up from the tower. You know, he's just shooting that snake lane, just dumping paint through it.
Yeah, but if you can put that guy even in slightly, there's nowhere for him to roll to get the same shot.
And now you only have Dayton Ward there living and dying behind his gun.
Oh, yeah. Well, they...
Yeah.
And dying behind his gun, in fact.
Yeah.
I guess I got penetration up the D side. Yep, I see the NWA player over there in the...
Walking in.
Wedges. We are tied on that one.
Back on the field is going to be Blackout and Warped Army.
Seeing Jams jerseys, seeing Bulls jerseys. I haven't seen a DSO jersey yet.
No DSO jerseys. I know there's some guys on the team that used to play for DSO, but a lot of them are wearing the Bulls jerseys because they play ICPL and stuff like that.
Yep. Trying to clinch a pro spot. That'd be really great if they did.
Yep. Legendary Hunters, you are right. Paintball's amazing when you don't throw your bodies away and you work together as a team.
Yeah, absolutely. Learning to trust the guy to the left, to the right, in front, and behind you is its own skill set.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Warp losing
Snake
one off the
player.
Dorito side and a snake player.
Yeah, so they're down to 3 bodies. Looks like one at the snake tower.
Two bodies for Warped.
Even worse.
And they are stuck there in the center.
I might towel this.
Yeah, I probably would.
Yeah, those are not 2 bunkers I want to try to cross up and lock down the field from.
Yep. And Joel's gonna retreat and get shot for Warped Army.
I don't know how he lived as long as he did, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think the guy moving down the Doritos knew he was there. I'm not a fan of the whole desperation run to see if I can make something cool happen concept.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to fill out to like a corner or something like that.
Right. I'd have gone for that snake corner, and if not, just fly through that tower so you can stay on your feet.
Yeah. Oh, hey Alan, how you doing? We miss seeing you here, my man.
Yeah, Alan, I didn't see a penalty thrown, but they pulled that snake player on that first point after he shot the low-key guy out of the center, and since he didn't draw a penalty for moving and shooting, I'm assuming it was on a penalty, but I don't know. He could have gotten shot. I'm not sure. But the lack of penalty after him shooting at the center player, then moving and shooting his gun, makes me believe it was a penalty.
Someone else. He was getting pulled on someone else's penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I get it. Sometimes we all get pulled away, and then we eventually make our way back.
I think that applies to all of us in this sport.
Yeah, everybody. It's
Life happens.
Yep. All right, AJ there making it for NWA into the snake insert. And it looks like Blaine is playing that Snakeside Tower for NWA. And you got Low Key over here on the right.
Oh, from the D-side can into the D2. That is the move.
Did they take a snake insert bunker, Low Key? Or did they opt to not play that?
I don't think they went that wide. I think they were all at the middle and D-side. Low Key into the 50 complex. Very Chicago inspired.
Yeah. A little mix of everything. Oh, and AJ's going to get picked off. He's going to lose that battle.
It looks like Low Key
and NWA just lost a back center player too.
Oh.
So just Blaine over here holding it down, but now Low Key's going to go get in the snake. Here comes Kale.
Yeah, and they're in the 50 keeping that tower occupied, so he's having to get tighter and tighter.
Now they're going to have two people up there in the center 50.
Right. Those two bodies can cross up and just make everybody's life miserable. Stop anybody from moving. Not a lot of kill shots, but definitely a lot of contain. And that Snakeside Tower is just going to have to get smaller and smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
It's going to have to be a longer, more technical
Yeah.
point. The discipline of the guy in the Snakeside Tower is really solid.
Yep.
He is on job, and he knows he cannot drop that lane.
Yeah, and you got three bodies, and you got a ref running in to go check him.
Yep. There he goes. Snake player for Low Key is now in tunnel vision, because he should absolutely be all the way down.
And then they're going to take another guy out of the Dorito 2 for NWA, leaving just the Dorito corner.
Yeah. Yeah, Low Key's figuring it out.
Yep, they're putting it together. That's a 4-on-1, boys. Let's go.
Because the
Now, you don't need to go run him down, but like to start putting some pressure on him.
I'll just shrink the field on him, right? Make him defend more, making the right moves.
There we go.
Yeah, towel that to reserve the clock.
All right, back on the field is going to be Blackout and Warped Army.
See if Warp can answer.
They can. You know, it just...
They've been hitting the right spots.
Yeah.
They've just been getting shot out of their spots, and Blackout's been more disciplined.
Yep.
But I would expect Blackout, with who's on that roster, who I know is on that roster, to play a more meticulous, more measured game that you have to run into their guns, and that is just not fun.
Yeah.
Not my favorite thing to do.
30 seconds.
All right, we will have, looks like the Blackout on the right, and then Warped on the left.
Warp the D corner and to the
center 50
D side.
Yep. It's not a bad move.
No, a lot of ground. But they're leaving their... That home has got a lot of great lanes off the break, but you cannot stay there.
Yeah.
All you're asking to do is get pinched out and maybe be the last one to die. Nice place to visit. Wouldn't want to live there.
Yeah.
You know, we should have that shirt made. Just a picture of a cake.
Yeah.
Bunker with nice place to visit. Wouldn't want to live there.
Exactly.
Or a pin, even better.
Hey, there's none on this layout, Chris Cole.
This is how I know you did it, and not Tim, because Tim gets paid by the bunker.
Yep. Nope. I did it because I was like, I kind of like this.
And honestly, there's a lot of lanes on this field, but you have to pick it, and so it's a bit of a gamble. If you pick the wrong lane, then you don't shoot anybody.
Yep.
So you can have 5-on-5 or 3-on-3 points on this field off the break.
Oh, and
That's
then
all
a
Blackout.
minor going up on the snake side tower guy for Blackout. Sorry guys, I was stumbling over my words there. I apologize.
It doesn't help that the camera flips the field when you flip the camera. So.
Yes, Dion is over there on the Dorito 50. Uncrustable stat. I'll see about getting him. He had a Bork and Mac today, so I mean he should be rejuvenated.
Yeah, I gotta go get the food truck ladies before they leave. I have to remember that.
You might do that before, because I think they're leaving at like 3:15, 3:30.
Yeah, I'm gonna
All right, Chris is leaving the building for a little bit to go get some food. All right, Blackout players moving back over to the can. And now back to the home, but he's going to get taken out. And Warp's going to put a point on the board. All right, only a 1 point difference in this game. Back on the field is Low Key winning 2-1 right now. The Pork and Mac. Top 3 reasons to play EXL is the Pork and Mac. I guess I'm gonna dangerously ask, what's the other 2? Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know if that's a reason to come to Kansas, drive all the way here. Oh man, I thank you so much. I appreciate it, but I that's a big reason if you come all the way to Kansas just to see me or Tim. All right, guys. What we're gonna have here is Low Key on our left and NWA on the right. Only a 1 point difference in this game. And NWA goes all the way up to the center 50, and they're getting elimination out of the back. Is that 2? Yep, 2 bodies walking off for Low Key, but we're going to lose Blaine out of that center 50. Not a bad trade-off, though, even though I don't know if he got those eliminations, but there's still 2 bodies walking off. 4-on-3 situation in favor of NWA. NWA kind of opted to not go snake side. KL for Low Key's going to go ahead and get the snake insert. NWA's got to start putting something together. We're getting down to almost that 60-second marker. Low Key's holding it off, but they're going to lose Kale. Yep. Leaving just 2 bodies. Definitely 3-on-2 right now. Man. Just try and hold them off as much as you can. Here comes Dayton. Yep. And here they come. I wouldn't be surprised if, well, I would say they should wait and then just send it straight to overtime, so not to risk doing a 17-second point. They'll still play. Okay. And NWA is going to tie it up with 15 seconds left. Got ourselves a game here. Back on the field is going to be Blackout and Warped Army. Big Cat is a huge honorable mention there, Alan. It is, yeah. The Kia said, "Not today, Sonny. You ain't going nowhere. Let me cost you money instead of watch you have fun." Or it's telling you, "Hey, let's have fun, but not in a good way." All right, Warp's going to be on our left, Blackout on the right. Blackout makes it out to the snake corner, but he gets eliminated. So one body advantage up for Warped right now. Chris Cole got his pork and mac.
Gotta have the pork and mac. If you have not tried the pork and mac,
You are missing out on life. Oh, and a minor on the back center for Warped Army, man. Not a good thing to have happen on a giant old loader hit. Yep, right there on the top. About a minute and a half left in this game. Warp really needs to start putting it together. Or the other thing is to conserve time. Go ahead and concede, because everybody's just kind of hunkered down right now. And you got 4 dudes alive for Blackout in the back. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah, they're not going to give you a target.
Yep, you might as well can just concede at this point and go try to make something happen.
How many bodies is Warp down to?
Down to at least 2, maybe 3. Nope. Let's take a look.
They've waited too long.
Oh, here comes Warped. So they have 3. They need to get on the horse and go. If they want to tie this game up, they got to go.
They've got time. They don't have to push insanely right now, but they do need to have some
Come on, Chris. Go.
level of urgency. And they just lost another player out of the middle.
Yep. 2 players, so leaving just the Dorito.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Too late. You really can't even concede at this point. Here comes Aaron Cleansing. He's going to be hunting for rascally rabbits.
Yep. Wait for that buzzer to go into 8. Hit it. Gets a nice little cushion. Little point differential going on.
And he hit the button.
Wait until 3. That's it's a little on the edge right there.
Hold on. Yeah. So play that out. Yeah, we'll play that out.
15-second point tied. I don't expect anything to happen here.
No.
just not worth the risk.
No, it's not. Honestly, I don't know why they just didn't wait, you know, until it got to under 10, and then they would jump straight into overtime.
Which, thanks to Chris Davis, are now one-on-ones.
One-on-one. Yep.
Have we had any today?
We've had like 4 or 5.
Nice.
Yep.
As a coach, I'm seeing out the first 5 guys that have their hand up and nobody's carrying a pack.
Yep.
And if you think you're hit, get off the field.
Yeah.
That's a lot of ground for a lot of risk for a 15-second point.
Yep. Oh, and here comes NWA.
We're trying to make it happen. If you're going on this field, you need probably at least 30 seconds.
Yep. Hey, Bobby, I got to burn this clock off, so just so you know.
10 seconds. Game on. Game time finished. Game stopped. No points. Game finished.
One-on-one.
1 minute.
Hey, record orders to give yourself straight to the tablet. The yield grade says end next to the time. So you don't have to turn the time. You just press the button that says end and it ends the phone whenever you need to end it.
All right, hold on. Say that again, Alicia.
Okay, the new upgrade for the tablet,
Yep.
like next to the time, has a button that says end. You have it? No.
No, I don't have it, and I updated it last night
Okay.
because I uninstalled it.
Text to all these and ask, okay, what is going on?
Okay.
Because that button
Should do what to take care of that?
push it, ends the game,
20
that's it,
seconds.
you don't have to burn.
Okay. Yeah. I'll pay for it because I hate doing that.
I'm gonna text all these
10 seconds.
Okay. Thank you.
Alright, first one-on-one. 60 seconds, you gotta shoot the guy.
60 seconds.
Ooh, big bite off the break for a one-on-one.
Oh,
I'm not a big fan of gunfighting out of one of those wedges.
no. But I think Balls lost him
Yeah.
because I think he's going against Blaine. It looks like Blaine from NWA.
They might have lost each other.
I think they did because Blaine's over there in that little temple. Now he's gonna see him. Oh, maybe not. Just wait, Balls. Uh-oh. Balls might get shot.
Absolutely nobody's shooting. This is funny.
Oh my goodness. And low key got it.
Good job, low key.
All right, guys, we'll be right back with the next set.